monkey's the eye in the sky. He sees everything.
Later that same evening.
It's just a tool to get things done, you know?
Okay, what made you want to get into it?
Always done visual art since high school.
Okay.
Graphic design, traditional art, drawing, painting.
Okay.
Doing some physical art, some pottery, things like that.
Okay. So with your photography, are you hoping to get into photography sales? Like just taking, I guess, eye capturing pictures and being able to.
No, it's for me. It's about capturing the.
Whoa. Where Chino at?
Baby, it's your birthday. Baby girl, you welcome back, Raw Nation, to another installment of Raw. We will get a better insight of each king and queens behind the scene. I'm your host, Chino Royale, baby.
Hey.
I'm here with, what's your name, sir?
Hey man, it's your guy Clarence White. You may know me as C. White. You may know me as the owner of Kaida. And if you don't know, they call me Mr. Kaida himself, I guess.
Yes, sir. Mr. Kaida, how you feeling today, bro?
I'm all right, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed out here, man. I appreciate you sliding, for real.
Oh, thanks, dog.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, anytime, man.
For sure.
You know, I always tell everybody when they come on a show, I'm like, you realize that once you here, it's like jumping into a gang or something. Bro. Like, you fam now, bro. You fam on the east side of the tracks.
All right.
Well, walk us through a day. Like, how was your day today?
Man, actually, my day was pretty crazy, man. I had meetings all day. So by day, I'm a project manager at a company called Martin Riley Architects and Engineers. And, bruh, I had 2 meetings back to back. After that, I had to prepare a couple documents, and then now I got field work tomorrow in a whole different city. So it's been pretty hectic, but it's been pretty solid too. Now I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so
definitely a lot of things we got to unpack there. Man, I was just like, thinking about it. I was like, man, like that sounds like a whole lot already. But,
yeah, for sure.
But go ahead for the fans at home. Elaborate just on who Kaida, Mr. Clarence, actually is.
So me, if you don't know, my name is Clarence White. Like I said, owner of Kaida, stands for Keep Your Dreams Alive. If you don't know, you can see we create merchandise, KaidaWear.com. I'm about to do a lot of plugging today, man. If you don't know, we do music freestyles over there at the Kaida Lounge. That's our YouTube channel, and plenty more, man. If you go tap into Kaida, you're able to go see that rabbit hole, man. You're able to go tap in, and that's me, man.
And for the fans right there, because I can see you lurking in the screen right there. I see you. We're gonna touch on everything, so don't worry. Like, and just like that right there. Just like you see the dots for Kaida right there, keep your dream alive. There's gonna be multiple categories here. I can already feel it.
For sure.
You should have seen this man over there on the promo. You should have seen that thing. This man had a plan. He was scripted. I was like, whoa.
Once it's in the head, it's like, all right, man, let's do it. That's why I'm real, man. We had to do 2 takes.
We did.
Because the first one I was like, that ain't go how I went in my head. Let's do it all over again.
We did, but I already knew. Like, that's why I was telling you. Because you should have seen this man. This man was like, look, bro. I don't need to do no more takes. One is all it takes. I was like, all right, bro.
And that just came with practice. That came with experience, because one, you got time, I got time.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I love is time value, man. Before we did this, I came early, bro. Like,
you did.
I respect everybody's time, because one, you don't never know what somebody got to do after they set time.
Of course.
And if you wait, or if you come late, and I want this is on camera, if you come late 15 minutes and you had a meeting at 8, you just set somebody back 15 minutes. Say you got an hour interview, right? And you came at 8:15, if they not a stickler on time and they just being like calm with you, no, you just wasted an hour, because they were supposed to be going at 9. And now they got to be going at 9:15.
You know what? I'm cutting this up right now as we speak. This is the PSA for don't waste my time.
No, for sure. Because that time is very valuable, man.
Yes,
so and this is what I do now, bro. Like, and this from learning. If you 15 minutes late, I'm leaving. I don't care if I don't have anything.
I'm not waiting past a certain time.
Yeah, I don't care if I don't got nothing to do that day, bro. If you don't come in between that 8 to 8:15 time, we got to meet another day.
It's over with.
It's over
It's
with.
wraps.
It's curtains.
So the sign's already been flipped. The sign's been turned off.
No, for sure. And it's not me being bougie. It's not me being acting like oh, well, you still could have did it. No, it's just a respect thing.
Right.
You didn't respect me enough to be like, oh, let's cancel this or let's switch this to another day.
Yeah.
So not being on a disrespectful tip, but how am I supposed to feel respected when you couldn't even give me the courtessy?
True.
You know what I mean? So,
But speaking of time,
that's just-
because I see my director right here, he's telling me he's like, come on, bro. But let's go ahead and take a magic school bus journey real quick.
Okay.
Cut the music. But how did you get involved in just like media? Like, have you just always been drawn to media?
So it's actually crazy. So my brand started in college. And it started as a clothing company. I remember it like it was yesterday. Sitting in bed one day and I was like, man, I knew I didn't want to work for somebody forever. I knew that if I was going to work for somebody, it's going to be on my accord. It's going to be on my determination because I had always had another business. At the time, I think it was, I'm not going to say they company, but they was getting slandered for just others just doing things. And I was just sick and tired of basically worrying about what I'm gonna wear. So I was like, man, I want to wear something that's going to actually mean the message, that's going to actually send a message, and that's going to make me feel good, right?
Right.
So I was like, what should I call this? You know, I was like, I know I wanted to do something with dreams, and I was like, keep the dream going, KTG, and ended up being KYDA. Called somebody and was like, hey, how does this sound? It was like, oh, that sound perfect. Created 3 crew necks. It was about fall. Created 3 crew necks, gave it to my guys, and they went out to the bar that night, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody was asking them about it. They came back happy, cheering. Hey, bro, everybody asking us about this. They talking about where can they find this at? And I'm like, oh, I got something here.
Right.
You know, keep your dreams alive. Okay, great. So that next year, I was like, I want to start getting in photography. And I'm going to be honest with you. I always wanted to get in photography, but I held myself back because somebody else that I know was already doing it, and I didn't want to copy them. Okay. And that was the youngster in me. That was the immature me, because the mature me
ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, and I'm saying the mature me should have been like, how can I learn from him?
Yeah.
Not how to stay away because somebody's already doing something I want to do, but how can I learn from this guy? You know what I mean? So eventually he graduated, and I got into it. And my first graduation shoot, I charged $50. And that was the worst graduation shoot I've ever done. Because now, if you see my work from then to now, it's just like, you can tell the upgrade. Right. So in my head, I was like, all right, let's start getting into photography. Started doing that for a little bit, moved back here, and then once I got into videography, that kind of took on his whole spearheaded, and that blew photography for me out the water. Because I just started getting into more videography gigs, and did a music video, started doing more events. So I was just like, yeah, I'm loving this.
Do you pride yourself on being like more of a jack of all trades, like within the media spectrum, or do you just look at it like this? Like, I'll give an example. Like, for me, I consider the entertainment industry to be like, if you're not doing multiple things, then you're not doing the thing, right? If that makes sense.
So for me, I always knew I didn't want to put my eggs all in one basket.
Yeah.
But when you want to become a jack of all trades, that take a lot of time from me. So I did always want to become a jack of all trades, but I also didn't want to lose, I guess, I didn't want to be able to say I can't do photography and I can't do videography. Well, how do you look left and right at the same time?
Facts.
You get a team.
I'll give you that, yeah.
You get a team? So I was like, dang, I need to build out a team now. So I can be like, okay, I need you to go over here for the photography while I do videography. Or I need you to be here so we can get multiple angles. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how that sprouted, of being a jack of all trades. I mean, my company, if you look at it, is a jack of all trades, but it never wears down because I got a team to back me up.
How many people you got under you right now?
It's about 10.
10?
10.
All here in the city?
Yep. I got
all doing different things?
Shout out my producer.
Yeah, shout him out.
Easy Productions, Tim. Shout out my fashion manufacturer, Bees Rolling Stone. Fuller Vision, he's our podcast manager, and he does our reels, our social media.
Okay.
My director is named Dorian Trail. He does our video editing and production work, so he does all our videos. Shout out my girl Ava. She does like our 360 booth and our philanthropy events. Shout out my marketer Sabrina. She does all our marketing. So if you ever see anything posted from the Kaida page on socials, it's probably her doing it. But she also do our marketing campaigns as well, right?
Okay.
Shout out my guy Terrence. He is my co-host on Keeping Up with the Dreamers, and he's like our brand ambassador. He goes out and is the face of our company, right? So like if we just did IB, he's going around getting people to do interviews and getting people to learn more about Kaida.
Definitely.
Shout out my guy Steve, and I'm going through him. So shout out my guy Steve. He's my business manager out in Indy. He lets us know, I guess company-wise, what's the best move? What's the best next move? Who should we be talking to? How do we get these grants, right? So my business manager. Shout out my guy Falabi. He's out in Seattle. He does our cloud radio show. So whenever we have a new artist or we have artists that we looking for or we need a playlist, that's who we go to, right? Shout out my guy Mike.
Man, this guy got like a whole rolling credits right now.
I told y'all I was gonna let y'all know who they are.
Yeah.
It should meet the team.
I know, baby. Keep going. I was just like, I need, for the editing purposes, I need to just make sure. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna shout him out for sure. You know, shout out my guy Mike. He keep us together.
Hell yeah.
You know, we are a team, but everybody has their own goals as well. So we want to make sure that, and it's the way our brand is structured, you keeping your dreams alive. Everybody that's in a position has either started doing this on their own, or they went to school for it, or this is something that they want to do. You know, outside of their day job, outside of, you know, something that they're using as a stepping stone.
Right.
I want that for everybody. Kaida is a place for people to come to and do what they want to do, what they actually want to do, not what the public want them to do, what everybody else see them to do. It's a place of freedom.
Okay.
You know, so everybody that then came through is doing what they want to do. That
was my next question. Like, you already beat me to it with the whole indie, like you having people in indie thing. I was like, have you like already started reaching out to different cities?
Yeah. So we got and it's because they live there. My guy in Seattle, Falabi, the one I talked to you about, so he's in Seattle right now. My guy, Steve, he's in Indy. And as we go, we just want to keep expanding. We want to see if we can get into the Michigan, you know, each coast. Because my goal is to have my creative studio that I built here on each side of the world. That way, once we start touring for my record company, we able to just hit spots. You know, we able to go to each side and be like, yeah, while this one is not in function, or while we're not here, this is function as just rentable spaces. But on the East Coast, we able to make merch, or we able to do promotion. We able to still record music. If we need to go on the West Coast, we are still able to do everything we able to do at the home base. You know what I mean? So I just want to be able to expand that across the world.
Definitely. And what's a powerful thing that you've learned, like on your way up to this point? What would you say is like one of the most impactful things that you've learned? The
reason why I talk so highly about my team is because I couldn't do it without them. So the one thing I'll say is the most powerful thing I learned is you can't do this all by yourself. You're always going to be missing something if you're doing this all by yourself. You can't be in two places at once unless you have a partner, unless you build a team, right? Imagine the Chino Show, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you able to get, I don't know, 4 or 5 interviews done in a day, all because the only thing you got to worry about is actually going to the spot. But another guy already did the thumbnails and got the pictures and everything else out of the way at the other locations. All you got to do is show up and do the interview.
Which would be perfect.
You know what I mean?
Perfect.
So that right there just saved you in what time? It just added value to you because you able to do 4 or 5 interviews in a day. You know what I mean? So it's just like what one man can do, 5 men gonna do it 5 times over. Jordan couldn't do it by himself. As much as everybody want to make it seem like it, LeBron couldn't do it by himself. He had a team. He had a Scottie. LeBron had a Kyrie. Steph had a Clay. everybody got a team. So that's the most powerful thing I can say is if you on this entrepreneurship journey, if you on this, you trying to build out a brand, once you're ready, because you got to be ready for it. Build your team out.
And my follow-up to that too was, since it's your team, what's something impactful that you've learned growing with your team to kind of keep motivating everybody every day? To keep the dream alive, so to speak. What is something that keeps sharpening the spear?
Be prepared for anything, man. Go with the flow. You're going to have your bad days. You're going to have your moments where you got to get on, let somebody know some bad news. And it ain't going to be all flowers in the beginning and maybe even in the end. It ain't always going to be the best. You know, you're going to have them hard times. But that's a part of the growth.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I would say that's what I had to learn. That's what impacted me, is just like everybody has an ego, but once you can make people with an ego see that this is bigger than your ego, or it's bigger than you, and you can see, oh, this whole team is building.
Of course.
Not just me. Oh man, it's like a fine-tuned machine. It's just like, oh, you know.
Couldn't have said it better myself, man.
For sure.
But definitely exciting things, amazing things you got going on. Want to give you flowers.
Thank you.
Anybody that I've ever come across, I've done my research on, and I've definitely, once I've seen and heard of you guys, I definitely mess with you guys from jump, from the beginning.
Thank you.
Everything you got going on, I love it. I adore it. Keep doing what you're doing. Very powerful things that you said. Very powerful things that I see for y'all in the future. So keep pushing. You're always, like I said, we already jumped y'all in.
Come on.
So it's already family over here, man.
Come on.
Anytime. Just like I would hope, you know, on your angle that anything that comes, which I already know it is.
I was about to say, you coming.
I feel like he's about to jump me after this. Like,
come on.
But yeah, it's all love at the end of the day, and I just want that to be known, and I respect you for that's as much as that y'all want it on your side as well. And I love that about y'all mission, and I love about your, sound like a whole mission statement over there. But
no, and on a serious note, I love that we able to do this because a lot of people want to see, or a lot of people already seeing a crab in a barrel mentality, and I never got that. I never understood it. Why can't we help each other? If it's about money, if it's about anything, tell me what you want so we can, come on.
Like they say, devil's in the details, so it's just like, if there's a lot of people out here that want to get that quick ticket to fame, and a lot of people are seeing it through like negative mentality, negative actions, and it never works out. Like negative things come with negative consequences.
You want to know something crazy? And it always happens, and I'm like, damn, I guess it really is like this. When you put somebody's dream in front of their face, half the time they don't accept it. And it's because they wasn't ready for it.
True.
Or in they self, they wasn't ready for it. I've had this happen to me. I've had people tell me like, oh, bruh, like, I just wasn't ready for that to happen that quick.
Yeah.
And it does. It does. What? One of my songs, I ain't gonna say it's my favorite song, but a verse, I think Kodak said it. He was like, what you gonna do when your dreams is right in front of your face? A lot of people not ready for that. And it's scary.
Well, a lot of people just can't even acknowledge it.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's definitely a scary sight. Because if somebody gave you $100,000 today, would you know what to do with it? A lot of people say they want $1 million. Would you know what to do with $1 million and not blow it off? Or are you going to use that million, go blow it, and be in the same position you was in yesterday?
With a whole bunch of material stuff that you ain't going to even need or use, especially at the end of days, actually.
Exactly. So I don't know. That's been my take on everything. It's just like, I'm not gonna move to nobody beat. I'm not gonna move as quick as somebody want me to be. I believe in quality over quantity. So I'm not gonna push out material that I don't accept.
Of course.
I'm not gonna push out material that's not good. And at the end of the day, every time you see the material that we push out, you're gonna be like, this was worth the wait.
Everything forced never really works. Bro.
Exactly. Or it always just die down.
Yeah.
You know?
Any how would you say it? Flash in the pan moment. You know, the one hit wonders, so to speak. They're not very long lived. Like they said, flash in the pan, like it'll last for a second, maybe a hot summer, and then you out the door.
Right. And longevity.
Key.
Longevity. I told everybody, all my team members, anybody I partnered with, that one, I don't want to work for, like I said, I don't want to work for somebody forever. And if I could take this thing and build it out to where my kids and my kids have it, that I won. But not only did I win, I hope I'm able to build this out for every team member that then believed in me. I'm hoping that they kids can, hey, this is the new generation of Kaida.
Facts.
Okay, Kaida done lasted for generations. And our kids is now up under Kaida using the same tools that we taught them, we able to build and expand on.
Right.
That's my goal.
And that's beautiful, man.
At the end of the day, if anybody ever wondered, Clarence, what's your goal? That's it right there.
I'm just glad I got to meet you, bro.
Come on.
That's it.
Come
that
on.
way I can look up at you and be like, man, don't forget me now.
No, because you gonna be there right with me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But hey, I got two more questions. Questions before we get up on out of here.
Okay.
And you keep on ruling the world, conquering everything you do. One, what's some current events that are going on right now that people definitely need to know about? And two, where do you see all this stuff going in the next couple of years? What's the overall end game of KYDA?
Okay. So to answer your first question, September 22nd, barbers, make sure y'all hit the barber expo. We'll be there. We a vendor at the table, but we also doing the marketing and the promotion behind it. That's out at Lace Barbershop.
Oh, shout out. I was just there today, yeah.
Lace Barbershop, get the info. If you can't find it there, go to their Instagram. Again, September 22nd, we should be having our not back to school drive, because they already back to school, but a book bag drive, a toy drive, Christmas drive coming up soon. Yeah, man, it just more and more content and more events coming out. On the Kaida Lounge, make sure y'all go subscribe there on YouTube. We got a new Dream Booth dropping soon and new Kaida reactions coming out soon. And make sure y'all go tap into KaidaWear.com.
Definitely.
Because there are new merch drops and giveaways also coming soon.
Definitely.
And the second question.
Let's hear about the future, man.
The future of Kaida? Expansion. I want us to go to each coast. I want us to be down south. I want us to be out east, and I want us to be out west. I would say more partnerships, and expanding our team.
I love it, man.
That's what the future holds for us.
I love it, man.
And if you ever want to partner with us, if your goals align with us, come on, let's talk. Let's chop it up. I'm all for a brand partnership, but I'm also all for keeping your dreams alive too. So if you want to join a team, or you got a brand and you need help with any type of service, any type of marketing, any type of podcast, any type of photography, videography, say you're an artist and you want to join a label, come on. But and this is my Suge Knight moment.
Don't hang nobody out over the balcony.
If you want to, and you don't want nobody all in the videos, no, just for no, for real. If you want a team, somebody that's not gonna mess you over, somebody that's only here for your best interest and to actually hear you out, come join the team, come join our label, come join our squad, because not one of my team members can say that I've not believed in them, I ain't heard them out, and they ain't been able to come tell me off. Because that's at the end of the day, I want to hear what you're passionate about. And if you're passionate about something, you're not going to just let it die. You're not just going to let it crash. And you're not going to just let your vision be blurred by somebody else. So, like I told you, man, my team,
hey, man,
I've been talking about them all the time.
All day.
All the time.
But hey, man, I appreciate you for sliding, showing love. Your success is my success, and vice versa. Love to see what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Shout out any place we can find you, because we definitely need to find you. It's going to be down in the description if you're wondering. Linktree, everything, the website. But go ahead and shout out everything.
Instagram, Facebook, Kaida, K.Y.D.A. It's an acronym, stands for Keep Your Dreams Alive. If you want some merch, KaidaWear.com. If you want to get into any media, photography, videography, or you need 360 booth rentals, KaidaCreations.com. You can find us, find us everywhere, man.
Appreciate you, Clarence. Kaida right there. Check him out. But until next time, stay royal out there.
Hey.
Oh shit, my slip, but never gonna cross me.